the whole life cycle of the albatrosses on Midway Island. Beautiful photography, but really upsetting topic, because it saw how those albatrosses go out fishing at months at a time, and they come back bellies full of plastic, and of course they die, and they dissect the bellies, and they see all sorts of plastic debris, fine particles, larger particles. And then you also see them when they're feeding their young. They're regurgitating what's in their stomachs, and you see the plastic actually going into the bellies of the baby albatross. And of course the older birds die for lack of nutrition, and the young birds, when they're trying to go on their first flight, they run, but they don't have enough energy to get airborne, and so they too die. And we're watching the extinction of the albatross, beautifully filmed. And this is an environmental group, and so afterwards we have a discussion, and the first thing that comes up is, we've got compostable replacements for plastic now. And it drives me crazy. People are looking for simple, easy solutions that they think are going to make a difference. And of course, they're being sold to us all the time. We've got a group on TV, 4 Oceans, that are talking about how they are going to solve the plastics problem once and for all for the benefit of our future by banning single-use plastics. I say that's clearly not enough. I mean, we should be banning all plastics. And when I bring that up, it's met with, oh no, you can't do that. It's unrealistic. That'll kill the economy. It'll never happen. So you got to do small things, one thing at a time. Well, here we are in California claiming to be a leader in green policy, showing the rest of the states and the world on how environmentally responsible policy needs to go. And we do such things as banning some plastic bags, but not others. We do recycling, and we think, well, we just need to enforce more of that. And recently, we passed a law in the legislature to ban plastic straws. Not ban them, actually, but from them being given as a matter of course to customers who get a drink of water or a drink of something else. You actually have to ask for it, according to the law, to be given it. So when I was in my fast food restaurant the other day, I got a milkshake, and I usually remember to say, no lid, no straw. Not necessarily for the environment, but I like drinking it straight out of the cup. And this time I'd forgotten, and of course they put the plastic lid on, and then they stick the plastic straw through the lid, and then I have to take it off. I drip some of the milkshake on the table as I'm trying to suck it out of the bottom end, and I just find it an inconvenience. But I'm thinking, didn't we just pass a law in the legislature that went into effect at the first of the year? So I look it up on my Google, and the law is such that that law only applies to full-service restaurants. Well, you tell me. Do you think there are more straws being passed out at fast food places or at full-service restaurants? What I infer from that, is that the fast food industry has a better lobby against this kind of a policy than the full-service restaurant. They put up a bigger fight, so they are exempt from this law. So it shows how ridiculous we are when we take small measures to try to improve things. Of course, my progressive friends are buying $10 metal straws that they can wash, and they think they're making a difference because they already bring their cloth bag to the store. They drive a Tesla. They think they're helping to save the planet. Well, if we really want to save the planet, let's ban all plastics. Let's get real. I go to have blood drawn at the hospital, at the lab, and of course, all of the little needles and containers are wrapped in little plastic protective devices to keep them sterilized. When we go to pass laws about single-use plastics, I'm pretty sure it's not going to cover all of these cases of single use where it is enclosing our meat products or vegetable products, and the wrap of plastic. And then of course the conversation goes, well, we got to do a better job of recycling and better chemistry of plastic so that they're dissolvable. No one wants to bite the bullet and say, the economy be damned. This is about the future of our ecosystem. Let's ban all plastics. You know, they're in our cars, they're in our phones, they're ubiquitous, they're in everything we buy and use. So let's be inconvenienced. Let's affect the economy. Let's take, these wonderful things that come from petrochemicals that we not only burn with abandon, and then we have all sorts of great chemistry that make all these wonderful things that we love and adore, but we look to find substitutes now that we've become addicted to all the things that petrochemicals give us. And I say it's time to either get serious or to shut up. I mean, I am sick and tired of environmental groups paying executives hundreds of thousands of dollars, calling them nonprofits, and out there raising money to protect the earth when they don't have the cojones to really tackle our lifestyles, our high energy, plastic filled lifestyles.